Alright, we are here today with Felicia, our remedial massage therapist extraordinaire, and she's working on Bree, who's a personal trainer here, and she has just done her first powerlifting comp, and she's a little bit tight in her piriformis, and Felicia's going to show us what she's doing with how to release piriformis and what's going on. So, Felicia?
So first, to begin, I do a little bit of range of motion work with Bree. So we're just going to kind of ease in here to open this up. Is that okay, Bree?
Yeah, that's good.
So this kind of gets everything warm and also lets me palpate where the tension really is, where I'm finding it. And then I start to go into some myofascial release after that.
And that piriformis is going to be pretty essential for Bree to keep her knee in line when she lifts. Helps that hip keep that external rotation abduction, which is what you need for your knees when you're squatting and powerlifting.
So we come in to myofascial release work. And I find with Bree, on her left side, her QL, her quadratus lumborum, is quite tight chronically on Bree. So she's a little bit turned this way. So when I do the myofascial release work, I'm going to be working lateral to medial to go against the curve that she normally has as kind of a corrective measure.
And this is where people get all those yummy trigger points in there they really want to get their hands into. But this is a lot more effective than just digging a ball in, isn't it?
Yeah. So I just sink in to where I feel resistance in the tissue and then slowly let the tissue just make its way for my pressure.
How's that feel, Bree?
Good.
Yeah. But really essential for getting that muscle functioning properly, because that's got to stabilize the hip when she lifts. If she's lifting a lot of load, she really needs that working at optimum performance.
And sometimes with someone like Bree, where we have both of these things happening at the same time, I can work both at the same time. So
this is where we have the magic hands, where people have no idea what you're doing because it feels like you're massaging two places at the same time, right?
So we have this section right here, which is lifted up and kind of rotating this way, and then we have this, which is dropping down in relationship to this side. So I'm going to move this way with the piriformis and this way with the QL. So again, I just sink in to where I feel resistance in the tissue, not beyond, so the body can just relax with the movement.
And that's a great technique, that.
I can feel just a little bit of resistance in that piriformis. How's that, Bree?
Good.
Yeah. So sometimes the tissue will flutter a little bit, and that's a good sign. It's kind of, that's its sign of, one of the signs of it releasing.
That's great. And what other things are we going to work on with Bree, like to help her?
So with Bree as well, we have some pronation that happens a little bit more in the left than the right. So,
and this is going to be quite important too when she squats, and if she's pronating on her foot, she's going to have trouble up the chain
exactly,
in her hip and in her lumbar spine.
Translate right forward. So I'm going to give her some movement in the ankle to help release this tissue as I slide up the area with the pressure.
Yeah, that's really getting in those perineals, because they're going to be really tight when you've got someone who's pronating.
And then this will change the way that she's standing on her feet, where the weight is distributed just naturally without her thinking about it, without her trying.
Yeah. She's going to make it a wee bit more effortless when she Has to keep a good form under load, right, Bree?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can feel that already, hey?
Yeah, it gets quite tight up in here, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right. That's great. See you next time.